coming from losers, got to win 2 sets to take this all home.
Okay, I'm taking a swig of the milkshake. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Two players that no strangers to winners finals, no strangers to grand finals, no strangers to being Ignition champions either.
Yeah.
But here we go.
Oh, doesn't get the... If you get, like, the bear low enough, you can confirm it into grab. And that's so scary. It's like inkling stuff. But sometimes you don't.
Sometimes you don't.
Sometimes you're just looking for it at the one moment you're going to get the hit. And, like, Mario aerials aren't incredibly plus at, like, 0%, you know?
Not usually, but that bear can still put on a lot of pressure.
Bear's your friend.
Bear is everyone's friend. It's always a nice back air. It's always a nice back air.
Oh, and you saw he did the single up air and tried to transition to back air, but Lucina's sword is just so big that he couldn't do it.
Dan got the roll on the second place, but was a little bit too early to pull the trigger.
Ooh, one of those patented Dan up smashes.
Yeah. Something I do know, though, is that Earl usually likes to go for that Lucina Dare and F smash, but the percents have been a little bit too high, so he's been able to recognize trying to go for the bear instead. But
yeah, F smash or bear is definitely like, that's why I was curious about up smash, because I believe you have like a whole chart of like dare into this, dare into that, dare into this, all the way up.
I mean, true, but especially with Mario where the recovery isn't
He didn't
best,
catch the jump. That
it's
would have been big.
okay. That's what I'm saying was the Dan.
That's what you were saying everyone else says was the Dan, but you don't actually think it's the Dan. That's what you said.
I said it's the Dan.
Okay.
I said it's the Dan. I said everyone knows that's the Dan.
We can go to the tape.
we can definitely go to the tape.
Oh, goes into F tilt.
Nice down air and the up air confirmed.
So yeah, if you can get F tilt from that, you can definitely get buffer turn. Buffer turnaround is confusing. I don't know how to do it, and I hate it. I need it for plant, and I can't. Someone who's in the chat, like,
oh, but
DM
nice.
me.
There you go.
That knowledge.
Earl reading the second
Please.
place, gonna take quite an early stock against Super Dan. Not even getting to 100%.
Tries to go for that immediate fair. And that time he tries to go for the delayed fair, looking for a neutral air dodge, but Lucina just fades out and throws out above.
Yeah.
Anti-fair tactics. Yeah. Cross up into grab. That bear is one of the safest things, and if you don't play against Mario a lot, you are going to get bodied by that. Because they will totally bait out uppies out of shield, they'll bait out all of that.
But Dan doing the super jump punch to try and beat out Earl at that point.
And that's why shield grab bad. You saw it just whiffed on Mario's up smash.
Nair coming out, Dan air dodging, but not able to super jump punch in time.
So Earl definitely like feeling himself in the set against Yumi. He's feeling pretty good in general. Yeah. And he's looking a lot better than he was in Winners Finals. That game was great. This
is definitely Earl with some adrenaline. This is Earl with some juice. Earl on the momentum train.
Yes, that.
Yes. SF5. Earl pulling out the Ken. I don't think I've ever commentated Earl's Ken.
So
before.
Switching between. This is a dangerous game to play. I'm ready.
I kind of see the point of it. I kind of see the
do
point
you?
Well,
are you sure?
Ken can get very similar ladder combos and can do it. What? I know he has a Ken.
He does have a Ken, but his Lucina is the smoothest. I try to do smooth and smooth.
It's usually Lucina. It's usually Lucina or Chrom.
Ow.
And most of the sorties. But oh, he missed the Shoryuken. That might have actually killed at this percent.
I don't know about that one.
Well, the thing that I was gonna say here is that Ken can get a lot of these early percent. Can get a lot of these early percent up air combos, similar to Super Dan, and that Shoryuken is just gonna get a lot of these early kills.
Yeah, if he gets a focus at like 20-something, like the combos are mad good. And using focus and disadvantage is always nice.
The nice F smash, trying to catch Earl's approach.
One good thing this gives him, cross-ups are a thing in the past. And Mario, like, ambiguous bear or cross-up bear into grab is kind of spooky. He was going for it a bit last game. He never really got it going, though.
Yeah.
But against Ken and Ryu, they always face forward. It's cross-ups are weird.
But nice. That's
he didn't have a jump.
He caught him out of the jump from fair.
Yeah, no, if he had jump up B, he actually would have lived that fair, but, like, no. And, oh, switch back to a sword, please. Dan says with his gameplay, not me. I no judgment.
Yeah. You're not saying anything.
Oh, I'm implying it. Sorry, I'm being sassy.
Very true, very true. Okay.
Oh boy.
But nice.
Little hits.
Heavy up tilt coming out from Earl.
You know what the heavy tilts look like. I haven't seen enough Ken. And he gets back to this platform.
Yeah.
And really nice jump out from Earl.
But that dare's going to do it.
No,
no,
he's okay.
not quite.
He switches
That
the edges to the
will.
right. Yeah.
That will.
Okay, so like,
Something which
despite like losing the stock pretty soon after, Earl is so familiar with Mario combos that he realized this is when that, because like they have to transition to true to a mix-up at some point because they fast fall and they can't always get up there. So he's like, I can jump 100% of the time and avoid this stock deletion with up B. Like, the more familiar you would get with Mario, the harder you make ladders for them. So like, if you and Chad are at home and you're getting bullied by a Mario off the top, you just gotta believe.
Yeah.
The hints are all there.
I am a little sad about Ken. I know that Ken is on the rise up, but when when they introduce Ryu, they give like a whole explanation of all the command inputs, and especially some of the new ones that aren't necessarily the same. And they've added more to Ryu and Ken, and they didn't even bother to explain some about Ken. They didn't bother to explain his crescent kick.
Oh my goodness, he actually got hit below stage there, but Dan going for the immediate up B because
But down throw, up air, looking at Smash 4 out here.
just a shower.
Of course,
Like when the flood does nothing, but it's just like, shh. I find that hilarious.
Oh, but Earl not getting the fair out in time.
Yep.
That could have been it for Dan, but F smash couldn't take it.
He not only waits for the jump, but waits for the jump neutral air dodge and F smashes it just about.
But Dan gonna answer right back. And this game so far has been very even.
Yeah.
In the cape.
He was so far out with very few resources. He had to up B exactly there, and yeah, Dan knew that. Into dash attack. Hello.
Earl coming out with these custom combos right now.
And even in advantage, he is using fair to snipe the fireballs. He just doesn't want to deal with it. Oh, and Mario tried to go for another up air there, it looks like. Or was it an air that was too low? It was one of those. Either way, he didn't get to continue to combo into something ridiculous.
Mario up air is so good.
Yes.
Like, just Mario's aerials are just good.
Remember when we thought he had no combos back in the beta?
Remember when everyone thought he doesn't have down throw? What can you do? And then people realized, oh wait, down throw is still a thing. You just gotta wait a minute.
Yeah.
If anything in this game, it seems like certain combo extensions, like up air into nair, seem to be a lot more common. See, Dark Wizzy does that a lot.
Yeah, combos seem to have like a little bit smaller of a percent window, but like they work on everyone now. And weight dependent throws going away is definitely part of it.
Earl calling out the spot dodge with the F tilts and the and getting the kill with the dash attack right there. And
just missing with the Dan.
There is the Dan and the run up up smash, and there's another up smash.
Run up pivot up smash.
Yeah, that's a Dan. Run up pivot.
Every local scene says their Mario player is the run up pivot up smash. But no, it's the Dan. I say with no sense of irony whatsoever.
True. I mean, it's a good option.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Dolphin Slash gonna get
into
punished.
Up airs, into more up airs. He waited for the button to come out. That was really good. Earl needs to land. He can keep him out as long as he let. Oh,
Here we go. Here come the juggles.
Earl has been like 100% on reading these neutral air dodges. It's really good.
Air dodging right through that Mario down air.
Double down tilt.
Oh, but the nair! That's gonna do it. That was the late. That was the late hitbox of the nair right there.
All right, so they've both been doing some very interesting things to each other. Like,
so apparently,
Earl has been catching every. I said this already, but like, Earl knows every single air dodge that's gonna come out. Meaning that Dan has to find like, he has to really pick and choose his way in because he can't just get through.
What I like about that Nair as well is that the sword was barely even swinging. Earl was just holding out the blade, and that just decimated Mario. Like, no swing, no nothing. Just holding it out for the heavens.
I mean, Mario put his hand right through a sword. Those are sharp.
True, true. But Earl up 2-1. This could be a game to reset the bracket.
Surprise cross-up. I would have grabbed the wrong way, but not Dan. No, sir.
That probably didn't work because Dan went for a fair off of that throw.
Yeah, but...
True. But Elston's coming out.
One of the crazy things about
Fair.
film is... Did you catch
Nice! Dan not close enough to the ledge to snap.
Yeah, he had to drift a little bit, and
Oh, he tried to go
Earl
for the
saw
read
his
again.
moment, and he took it. And something scary is that Lucina up tilt covers a lot of that platform, and like, it's higher than usual. Like, even Yoshi up smash covers less of it than they want it to.
True.
And Lucina has a lot of threat, like, her threat range under that platform is
But
still totally there.
Nice back air, and Earl has just been really good at setting up this wall, but here comes Super Dan.
That was nice. The fireball and the jab made it kind of confusing how many hits he's done on
Oh
shield.
no, a little bit too low.
Oh.
He double fared and he was a little bit too low, so he didn't grab ledge.
Yeah, he got kind of like stuck. Not like fully pineappled because he didn't get stuck under there. He just like slid up slowly.
There,
It's a one in a million shot. One in a million
That's what I
shot.
was talking about. Yeah. So,
And he
but
catches the spot dodge.
even after that unfortunate lost start from Earl, this is not stopping him from riding this momentum.
No. I take back everything I say about the Ken pick. Obviously, that's exactly what's happened here.
Dan is on his winner stock right now.
Earl's Ken is doing all of this.
Earl can do this. Yes, he can do it.
Oh, I'm not even kidding. It's magic.
Very true. But nice up air.
And he gets the reset.
Up, not super jump punch. Not going to take it.
Wasn't
But-
able to get a second up air.
But Flood not able to catch Lucina.
Back air. He can't get that much off stage just because she's got a sword. And now he's at ledge.
You see, Earl
She's
just,
at ledge.
Earl just
They're
taking
both
his,
at ledge.
Earl
Ready grab?
just taking his time, trying to get the down angle with F smash.
What a bait. He realized that, well, he just wasn't there in time
No,
for the...
not getting to up B, and that's a bracket reset.
You'll never defeat me.
So yeah, it takes a little bit of time to get up that up smash, and since he ran away to give the up B space, he wasn't there. He was like wasn't there by a smidge. Earl went for the immediate get up attack. That was tense.
Especially compared to their winners final set, Earl's just been getting a lot more of the stage control. He's been able to keep Dan out with the range.
He's a whole new man. I think it might have been the Ken.
Exactly. the Ken was the catalyst for all of this. He's put away the Chrom. He's bequeathed the sword to his daughter Lucina, and it's time.
Yeah. Switch
Here
the
we go.
C to a K.
Here we go. Last set of Ignition 202. Earl versus Super Dan.
The top two out of 118, duking it out on the stage that we've seen so many times, Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah. I am a little sad though because this is not the Chicago Glasses. Oh! So close.
Oh yeah, you were gone when the switch happened from PS1 to PS2.
I saw the switch and I just
There were a
thought,
lot of tears.
Drat, now I have to relearn everything.
Nah, it's so similar.
I mean, you say that, but is it?
It's for Yoshi, yes. For Plant, there's a few different.
Platforms are a little higher.
Well, yeah, but I don't care.
I do. But grabbing Dan, Earl probably wanted to get a bigger punish off of that.
Tries to get that. He looked
But-
again for a neutral air dodge. This time, angled air dodge. Dan has mixed it up.
Yeah, all the shield breaker not gonna do it.
And
What was
for
that?
a squeal,
Oh my god.
I do those. And yeah, hit him with the up smash.
Throughout these entire commentary blocks, you've just been going, ow, and I'm worried that you're getting hurt by the actual sword in this case.
How?
I don't know. But Dan was a little...
Oh, yeah, he went for the cross-up again, but he didn't know if Lucina was going to immediately go for, like, a whip punish there, so he didn't get the grab.
Dan with a little bit of lead, but he's going to extend this even further. Super jump punch,
Stop.
that's going to do it.
Deleted.
Earl obviously really annoyed by that combo, but...
Starting it at, like, 50 on the platform is it.
Very true.
Like, you can avoid it, but there was nothing there. Absolutely not.
But Super Dan still with 3 stocks at this point. And Earl just having a hard time keeping Dan out at this point.
Nice. Run back side B. I remember last time he, previous game he went for a grab because like he wasn't exactly in the spacing. This time he like ran back. I want to be in that space because it could kill.
Getting the fireball to poke Lucina.
Oh, he didn't have an air dodge. That was a vulnerable Mario all the way down, but Lucina was just like stuck in her own trade animation.
Yeah. But Earl trying to close out this edge guard, and Super Dan already looking for this early kill, but
Run off fair.
Earl finally going out. First time this game, and he's gonna get it.
Here's a chip. Oh no, that's 2 stocks. Oh.
That is 2 stocks.
I thought it was 1 stock.
No.
Yeesh.
Especially at this percent, Mario just has...
Okay, so
I'm sorry, why do I say things?
not only is Earl a new man, but now Dan is also a new man. This is the new man ditto.
Super Dan the man.
A 50-50 matchup of new man v new man.
And you can see, especially for this level of gameplay, like we say, like, oh, this is a new man, this is a new Earl, this is a new Dan. The fact that they're changing so much and adapting so much on the fly, this is why these guys are in grand finals.
Not to go crazy, but I think they're all right at the video game. Let's not get too hasty, but you know, I think they're pretty good at the video game.
I think they're quite good. Yeah, I agree. But here we go.
Fireballs. And she is timing every single jump to go over those fireballs and still have out the threat of an aerial, which is nice. Sometimes I try to short hop over it, and like, it hits my feet. It's not hitting her feet.
Yeah. Super Dan already getting Earl to 81%, not getting touched until then.
Despite my compliment.
But now Earl's starting to take advantage. F smash, but
no
Super Dan. Oh,
no
nice.
jump, but she didn't get out the dare in time.
That still's coming out. But ow, misspaced it.
Not only is it good for catching aerials, it's nice for that scramble where like both of you are unshielding and you want to throw out a thing. Forward smash goes past the thing and then goes back in.
Dan drifting a little bit back actually.
Oh, Earl has been getting some stocks with runoff fair, so like,
yeah,
I definitely see the drift back making sense. Like,
but
again, this time dodging the aerial. It's got so many uses.
You see, Super Dan, especially compared to last set, has just been having a lot more control. He's doing a lot more of these harder reads against Earl. He's recognizing, okay, Earl isn't going to give me a lot of these damaging long combos. I can get a few of them, but I'm not going to get a lot. Especially now because he's switching it up, but that was just a call out and a half.
What has Dan been eating?
Say it.
I want to. What?
I know you want to say it.
What do I want to say? I'm completely lost on this.
Ow.
Oh.
Ow, he just got
ow and a half.
spiked to the nether.
Ow and 3/4.
Maybe. But Dan right now on tournament point. If he can just seal out one more game against Earl, this is it.
Did Dan get a power up from the Ignite's chicken tendy? Perhaps the grilled teriyaki sandwich? Calm down to Ignite Gaming Lounge. Goodbye.
So, similar winners finals. Earl is going to go back to the Chrom at this point.
Okay, so I hate to say it, but I believe this switch to Chrom has transitioned him into winners finals Earl.
What is winners finals Earl?
No, we saw him in winners finals.
Well, what does that mean?
He lost the winners finals.
While trying to get the ether out of shield.
And he was doing Lucina Smashville earlier, and now he's doing Chrom Smashville. He's just trying to keep that mental rock paper scissors flowing.
Very true.
Though to be fair, rock paper scissors is mental, so that's like kind of redundant. It's late.
A little bit, yeah. It is late. I must admit.
Yeah, I know. You're leaving before we left. But no,
I'm sorry.
I don't actually care.
For the back throw.
And now we got to worry about this food.
And Chrom can air dodge back to ledge.
Can cram the man air dodge.
Clam.
Yeah.
Clam slam, man.
That's the one.
What?
Here.
Nice. That's gonna get him.
Despite Chrom saying it, he was neither here nor there. He went to town.
Not sure if that neutral B from Earl was intentional. But definitely put him in a bad spot. But nice!
Oh.
Nice fair. Finally paying off for Dan, and Earl's on his last stock of the tournament.
What is this man eating?
Oh my
I want
God.
some.
But nice.
He landed on the platform with an air.
Up here to Nairs.
It was probably a short hop up air. He tried to go for the up tilt. A hit on that up tilt would have absolutely deleted the last stock of this tournament.
Up
And now
tilt.
he's heading for an edge guard.
Earl up tilting right on shield. But Dan is not having any of it. Back air going to seal it out.
Good back air, removing the rage from Mario, making up smash a little bit later. But like, the scary part is the air dodge, not the up smash.
Earl at
Or
a high percent.
the edge guard.
Earl at a high percent, but not an impossible one. I mean, no, the air dodge, that's going to do it.
Uppy would have done it too.
And Dan.
It was probably a good choice to go for the air dodge rather than the up B, because the air dodge might have made it and it would have avoided flood. Like, I feel that.
But there you go. In set 2, Super Dan with a clean 3-0 is going to seal it. Seal it for Ignition 202.
Big mood.
Big mood, but with that, that's all we have for you.
Oh, yeah. So